Tuurlijk zit er een lampje bij. Oké. Dit is the front axles of the freaking Kubota. It's looking terrible. So as you can see, there's a fresh ring on there. Here's a little jack with wheels with a plate. The plate is supported so it rolls forward easily if your fields work like me. So you can see I'm in the field. This one has also a ring. I have a box with a lot of them. Only problem is there's a part is scorched out and nowhere in Holland has it. There's this coupling holder right here. So as you can see, it's pretty badly scratched up in the inside. Only way to make the ring seal again is just sandpaper the crap out of it and yeah, fresh ring. Here's the old one. A whole bunch of them in case the orders are expensive. So as you can see, I'm a pretty freaking dirty monkey here. Pretty close. The little skinnier one is older because it's kind of harder. You can barely pull it apart. That makes it leaking maybe. The new one, as you can see, it's more plain with, so that's way better. This one it's not like this, but on the axle side, sitting here somewhere. So yeah, and if this is scorched up and dirty, it's gonna leak like a boss's. So yeah, keep sandpapering away and cleaning, and hopefully it's smooth enough so the ring is sitting nice enough. It's sitting like this in the tractor. Just like looking at the nose. Headlights will be it, and it's their left side. And it's logical, it's only over there, scratched up. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Well, if you do DIY tractor fixing guy, Netherlands is not a good place to be. You can only find the regular replaced parts like the drive shaft, the steering box, the kind of nonsense, but not like a passive part like this, a shoehorn freaking son of a bitch. I put also the part number for this thing in the description. This is the front ring for this one. There's also a secondary ring that's a little bigger than the biggest one I have actually. It's like over here something, so I need to set. It goes even bigger than this one. It's from the HBM machines. Yeah, that stinks, but they're stretchable a little bit, so I just pick the biggest one and stretch them a little bit out and then squeeze them onto the freaking second shackleation of the hangulation. And then that's how you wrote it on. Well, it's kind of hard because it's slippery as freak Sagner because some oil's still left there. And number one is if you see highly shiny surface like this in the repair, keep it clean as possible. If you keep it clean, you keep the wear down and you keep the leakage down. So that's the reason the insides need to be very shiny and clean and a mirror-like finish. But this one, it was really freaking dirty. I was astounded, and it's not leaking more worse than that. Was also been making a big mistake. I had cans with a duct tape on it. That actually means that there's used oil, but I have accidentally used that can with the duct tape on it for dryer fluid. I thought it was still new stuff, but actually it was old motor oil in there. So who knows what's ruined more, old motor oil likes to eat in rubber a little bit, so yeah. Keep track of your steel lubrication. Here's my used oil. It doesn't have any markings because it was for heating oil. It's a 20-year-old can with 20 liters capable. The black ones are diesel, the yellow ones are a Deutz transmission. But I sold that tractor 2 years ago because the injection pump was $800 or euros, and yeah, I'm not willing to go in that shit, so I just sold the freaking thing. Made $8,000 profit. Anyways, so that was a good decision on my part. Actually, not completely, but whatever. Anyways, keep sandpapering the squirt part and cleaning freaking, yeah, pack that shit up again. Before you seal everything up, put some oil in the rings. Put some oil in this part here, in case it doesn't completely fill up by refilling the axle. So having a parts manual is a good friend. So if you want to work efficiently and not hunt around forever on the Google what the heck that part is called, get yourself a parts book of your favorite machines and vehicles. So you're doing good. And remember, if you're not dirty, you're not rich. The Big Boss Garage freaking meme. Okay, this is part number 2, the axle. Figure I got a different camera program that has the light capability. Default doesn't have it somehow, I don't know why. Scoring seems to be the same over here. Somebody primitively repaired this before, I guess. Yeah, it's looking not so good. This needs to be smooth, like where the light is shining. It's not really a part where the ring is resting, but still, it's a little rough. £1,000 could be on that little shackle. So it needs to be really nice and smooth. And I'm not feeling that, especially here. I like a little sandpaper. I don't have the head mount camera this time because I'm too busy. This is the first time I do some big repair like this, so yeah, it's kinda nerve-wracking because the axle just flops as like a dick on the ground and you dicked yourself pretty hard. Where that one belongs. That's to tighten the axle from twisting around. So sandpaper. Actually, it's sand cloth, so way stronger. Way strong. Oh, it smells like chemical freaking fires. I swear to God, these people are so dumb. Burning tires is not good for you. Let's just install the ring if it's possible. No, that's too hard. So if you're wondering my setup, I got my jacks over here. And there's my jack-offer. Oh, I guess it's feed festing time. Now it's more scored, but if you go lighter on it in a scrolling motion, it's more even. It's smoother now. Now it needs to be clean because it's little pieces, little metal shit things. And those are harsh, so you don't want to leave them in there. Get all the metal particles off. Looks like a well or something. Looks really funky. Okay, now it's ready to install. But first, a little dab oil on the ring to avoid it tearing. Here is the oil can. Yeah, that was a lot of cleaning. I need 2 hands for this. I'm gonna break. Okay, that was some finagling. So as you can see, it's back in there. It was kind of heavy. Just wiggle the axle, twist the axle like so, push it towards the back a little bit until the shiny part is totally gone and the clean part too. It's not completely. I see a line a little bit still, but when this thing is tightened down, I think then it's done. This one was totally black, so yeah, that's gonna be lubricating way better now. Okay, it's another day at the freaking works night. Got a little play in the freaking ball joints, just like a dirty old Dodge. I just finished up the rings and a little oil on them for the wrong type of oil. It's good for them. And freaking ready to put those heavy ass bolts back in there because they're not loose, like finger loose. It takes moderate amount of force to even get them there already lined up, and there's self-tightening. There's some clamping force on the one to avoid accidents, like the axle just snapping on the side of the road while you're going 90 miles an hour. That's what happens. So yeah. Hey, this greased nipple. Never noticed that kind, because there's always mud line on there. Mud flag. Here's the air bleeding bolts. When you fill the axle back up with oil, you need to take these bolts out so the bubbles can rise up. If you don't do that, it's gonna bubble up inside and wear it down quicker because there's not enough oil. Bubbles as air, and air don't do anything. And of course, clean threads. Yes, if something happens with these, it's bitch. Little paper towel and unscrew it like a screw. That takes the dirty side out. Looks already better. That's a funny animal. What's that? It's like a hover bee or something. It hovers around like a helicopter. That's a pretty new insect, I think. These dirty old magnets that don't do anything. Yeah, let's crack on with it. Okay, and now you put 4,7 liters of oil back in the front axle. Here's the filler cap. And if you have like a plastic long ass horn instead of a funnel, it's way better. You can fill it from here. Yeah, this one is really convenient. It's from the postal company, apparently. So yeah, and then put the wheel back on, and then I myself don't know how tight the swivel adjustment should be. That's this bolt right here. But I got it pretty loose, just like a drum axle freaking thingy. just like a drum brake. I mean, there's a wheel on the other side, so it's not so easy as normal. It's nice and fluid, it's not clamping down. I think that's the best way, because the rings are in the side, not in the back. I thought I were there, but yeah, I put them loose, and like in hub nuts you have in an old Volkswagen. You only put them so tight. When this doesn't move anymore, you put the nut a tiny bit backwards, and then it moves freely, just like the swivel point. So yeah, if I'm missing something, leave it in the comments so I can update the video maybe. But then one day I have the correct fluid, it's not filled up yet. And of course don't forget to drain the oil outside the hub, because that's the lowest point. If you drain it only on the other side, you need to do this side as well, so I get all the dirty oil out. If I didn't told you already, it's black because I accidentally put used motor oil in there. It was a little sorting error for me. I forgot that I forgot that the container with the duct tape around it was used oil for putting away to the recycle center, or just give it to your local car mechanic. He has like dumping containers and stuff. Anyways, that's the reason it looks so black. It's supposed to be a little gold-ish color, like your orange apple juice, but a little darker. What did it just said? Oh my god, I'm an idiot.